Good morning, everybody. Guys, welcome back to D&D. For those of you that are brand new to our channel, my name is Connor Diack, and I'm a licensed used car dealer in the state of Florida. Now, if you guys watched yesterday's video, we got some really sad news on our Chrysler Town and Country with a 3.6 Pentastar V6. It went in for an easy, well, what seemed to be an easy valve cover gasket fix because it was leaking, I'd say, a healthy amount of oil. And lo and behold, as soon as that valve cover came off, we saw some really shoddy rocker arms and a chewed up cam, which for those of you guys that don't know, a 3.6 and a 5.7 Hemi are well known for eating up cams. The 3.6 is really well known for failing rocker arms, which will lead to it eating the cam. Hemis are known for failed lifters that eat the cam. Ironically, I own both of those examples right now. I own a 13 Ram 1500 with a 5.7 that has a drop lifter that we don't know if the cam is destroyed in it yet because it eats the lobes. And then we have a 3.6 Pentastar Town and Country that also annihilated the cam, wiped it out, and the rockers failed. The rollers on the rockers, well, they get some play, they fail, they get jammed and swipe out the cam. So what we're going to do now, because David just told us that that entire 3.6 is taken apart and we can actually see the specific failure point. So I figured that'd be something good that you guys would want to see. So let's shoot over to the other side, see what that looks like when rockers fail in a 3.6. And I bet you in the next couple days, you're going to see what it looks like when lifters fail in a 5.7. So stay tuned because the good stuff's coming. Okie dokie. So I guess this is what I'm paying you $1 million for?
You're actually just paying for the Inspector Gadget goggles, but, so, this is a 3.6 Pentastar in about every Chrysler fucking application known to man. We have lifters and rockers. Lifters go bad in Hemis, rockers go bad in 3.6s. So, you can see this is a good rocker. It rolls, there's no play. So this is a rocker that hasn't ruined anything yet, but you can actually see that movement. And eventually the needle bearings wear out enough and it actually, the cam lobe doesn't ride on the roller. It starts riding on the edge like this one. And you can actually see
it chewed right through it.
This thing's locked up. That one's messed up. That one's on its way out. This one also is messed up.
And that's chewing cam.
Yes, so you can see the damage it does to the rocker, so you can imagine what it does to the camshaft, which is this is the start of one.
So let's look at a good one for reference for everybody. So
that's a good cam lobe.
So if we look here, guys, I don't know where my finger is. If you notice, this is smooth, right? You don't see any divots, you don't see anything, but we're already starting to see trouble right here. See right there? Your cam should not look like that at all. And you can see where it's actually worn. You can see the grooves in the metal.
And if you keep on going, you'll see this one.
Wow. Holy shit. Look at that thing. That is annihilated. All from
bad rockers.
Bad rockers.
Which come from poor oil change.
Yeah. Somebody definitely didn't take care of this thing. Oh, that sucks. And you can see this one is absolutely fried. Look at that thing. Smoked. So
we got some goodies.
Where's our new parts? Nasty old
goodies.
hands.
You gotta get them from the dealership.
Yeah, you cannot buy, as a side note, guys, you cannot buy aftermarket parts for these. Now, great. Well, hold on. We'll say this. You can,
but
don't.
Please don't.
I'm telling you, don't do it. It is not worth it for the little bit of money that you think you are saving. You're going to do the job 3 times until you decide to put in factory parts.
And these things are like $10, $12 a piece. It adds up when you got 24 of them in your motor, but
you don't have to do you don't have to do all of them all at once.
It's work today. Usually, if this was one of my customers, I would sell them all the rockers under the valve covers because, for instance, we're not changing any of these, and you never know. Next week, that could go bad. If I have a paying customer, I don't want to deal with it, so I'd recommend all of them. But, you know, Connor, used car dealer, scrub, quote-unquote scrub. I actually talked him into doing all of them under that cam, so he's doing the right thing.
Yes, I mean, to clarify, kids, though Dave is saying, because I want to, at least, save myself a little bit here from the comments section. This side and that cam and all the rockers that are affiliated with that cam, and also there's 2 more cams under here.
Dude, it's like playing the lottery. You just got to roll a scratch off. Look at this.
Yeah. That side has not failed, and it doesn't show any signs that it is failing or that it could fail. Well, hold on. It very well could fail, but it does not show any immediate signs that failing is imminent.
Oh,
so
it will fail.
Oh, I mean, it will eventually fail, yeah. But the idea is that, this is a used car, and my obligation is to fix what I know right in front of my face is broken. So again, this started as doing valve covers only, and then Dev said, hey, look, when you see stuff like this, okay, and you see that cam is chewed up, what's going to happen is it's going to start misfiring. It's going to make a lot of noise. Then it's going to really break. And then the customer hates Connor.
And then Connor's paying me twice to take a valve cover off. So
yeah.
So
it's worth it. It's worth it just to do it right the first time. What a shame.
Works for me.
This is... Now, I'll say this, though. The 3.6 is honestly a really good engine as long as you take care of it.
Oh, they're they're good with fuel. They're small engine. They're in everything. And honestly, surprisingly, for a V6, it's kind of peppy.
Agreed. No, I mean, I really like the platform a lot.
It all depends on the transmission behind the 3.6. The 62 TE is not the move. When you put it behind like a ZF8 speed, she scoots.
Oh, yeah. And the nice thing is that those older ones are actually super cheap trannies too. These engines are not cheap though. These engines are expensive when they decide to actually fail beyond repair. But stuff like this is half a day's work. And even if the customer were to do every single cam and rocker and lifter, what's this bill gonna run you?
Probably, to do all of it, it's probably like $2,000 because it's $1,000 in cams and $500 in rockers, lifters, gaskets. So,
and then labor.
Yeah, and labor.
Which pales in comparison to some other vehicles that when they go kaboom, you can't just slap new rockers and a new cam and call it a day.
Correct.
Doesn't happen that way. So you're talking about a 2000, mind you, this is lifetime ownership of this car, right? Pretty solid platform, a $2,000 repair, and the car is back in working order, and you don't have to spend $5,000 on an engine plus install. To get a used engine, by the way. That's not a brand new engine. So I think this is a really solid platform. Well, there you go, Dave. I think the kids at home learned something new. Well, just like that, with YouTube magic, the Town and Country is back together. An Air Force Nun is in the house. Any words of wisdom for people back at home, Chris?
Yeah, when you take a shit, don't wipe. Just stand up. Don't let shit bother you.
Be a man. But the car is back together in one piece. It's running great. Got to clear a coat out. But other than that, this car is quiet. We're burning off some of the old oil from the valve cover gasket that was leaking like a broken faucet. And this car is about to be retail ready. Unfortunately, we're not going to make the $2-3 grand that we thought we were going to make on it, but we are still going to make money. That is the difference. When you buy a car right, okay, you have the budget to fix these things. A lot of people, they buy cars and they go, yeah, well, I'm going to buy it and da-da-da-da. They extend themselves to the absolute max. Then when a problem pops up, they don't have the budget to fix it. Obviously, I'm in the business, so I make sure that when I buy these things, I have, if I can help it, the budget to fix certain things that I know I'm going to need to do. This one, I had it budgeted out. I bought it at the right price to have budget. Again, this is the car that we bought by accident. I did not mean to buy this car. I got confused when I was at the auction. Bought the wrong one. Plain and simple. Happens all of the time. So, we're going to wrap up for the day. We may or may not have somebody coming back at about 6 o'clock for it. As you can see, Air Force Nun is here. Didn't quit. That makes us very happy. Well, guys, I think that's a wrap for today. I appreciate each and every single one of you. We're almost at 500 subscribers on this channel, which is absolutely amazing, considering that a couple weeks ago we had like 100. So thank you very much. I see each and every single one of your comments, all of your likes, and all of the new subscribers. I want to say thank you and welcome. Stay tuned for the channel, because in the next couple of days here, we're going to be doing the exact same thing that we did to this, but to a much nicer Ram. So stay tuned. Thank you all. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.